Well, Tiger Woods is a great example of like it's almost like you're a kid and you learn a language at like 2 years old and you're like, well, that kid speaks Spanish now. It was easy for him. That's what Tiger's dad did to him with golf. It's like, oh, you just know that this is what it takes,
right?
With golf, and then of course you need to fuck 40,000 women. You have to. After that childhood,
you look like Tiger Woods.
Exactly. And I mean, Jesus Christ, let him have it.
Yeah, the whole thing's ridiculous. But also, it's like you see in that guy the difference between what elite athleticism applied to golf can. Like, he got banged up.
Yeah.
Well, you don't hear about that many golfers that go through so many surgeries. I know he had the one surgery for his leg, but a bunch of it's back stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you got to think, fucking torque that guy puts in that club. Like, how many times can you do that before your back just goes, fuck you?
Yeah.
You know, the way that guy hits a ball.
And he's one of those dudes where you're like, growing up, I'd be like, oh, you could be a fat golfer. And then you see, no, your body will probably break down. Tiger's fucking ripped.
Yeah, he's jacked. Show me a video of him hitting like a long drive.
Oh, I was going to show you this, which is it's almost more impressive. His ability to stop mid-swing.
Who's shooting? Is this Rear Window? Who's shooting this right here?
Well, this is like on-field stuff.
Oh, jeez.
But it's really, it's
Why did he stop mid-swing?
because either someone made a noise or something just distracted him. But like, you're already going and you're so torqued up by the time you're in the back there to stop it takes a lot. It's just like a mental fortitude, and then also to be able to stop without fucking up.
But it is kind of funny the abuse other athletes take compared to golfers.
Like this was probably
like if you're playing football,
abuse, yeah.
Well, I mean verbal from an audience. Like,
oh right.
I mean, if you're playing, I used to do a podcast with Julian Edelman, who's a Super Bowl champ with the Patriots 3 times. Great guy, but he would tell me, yeah, they would throw dildos at me on the field in Buffalo because they hated me. Now in golf, they're like quiet, and like you can't take any noise.
Yeah, there's no noise.
It's a different focus.
But there is that one tournament that they do where it's a giant crowd. Have you
just
seen
had
that one?
That
Which
problem
one?
with that this weekend.
What
They
was
did it
that?
this week. They had a problem?
Yeah.
What happened?
They let in too many people and they stopped selling alcohol at like 1 in the afternoon because
Oh,
they were getting
no.
so fucked up.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I don't. No
Oh,
one
no.
no one got hurt or anything.
Can you
like
show
that.
a video? Well, I want to see a video of him hitting the ball first, but then I want to show Sam the video of this golf tournament. I mean, the dude, the way his whole body like swings that club. There's so much force.
It was a hole in one.
Look at that.
Also, it's to see that emotion, damn.
Mm-hmm. And the years of practice, like how many times has he swung a club?
I should say I know nothing about golf, but like he's a dude. If he's playing, you're like, yeah, it's fucking cool to watch Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it's cool to watch. How does he play, Jamie, since he broke his leg?
He has played okay. Like since he broke his leg, he hasn't played that many rounds really.
Apparently, he had a terrible leg break, like really bad.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Is his son going to be good?
Ooh.
Son is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. His son's out driving him now, which I don't know what that means really. I mean, but like that's really good.
That's power at a young age.
That's insane.
This is that crazy hole, the 16th at the Waste Management
So look at this.
Phoenix Open.
Look at the crowd. There's like a gigantic crowd, and they're loud. People are loud.
Wow.
They make it like a big stadium.
Look at that.
This is pretty cool.
I mean, listen to that cheer for golf.
And some of the players like encourage it on this hole, you know.
Oh my God, they're so loud. Oh shit.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
And everybody goes
See,
crazy.
that is so much more impressive to do that in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, there's something kind of fucking cool about that.
You have to shut out the world. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a talent too.
For sure. For sure. Especially in something that's so touch oriented. Like, you know, you're concentrating on how many revolutions you're going to put on a ball on grass.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's so much touch to it that any little you're fucked.
Yeah, golf and tennis. I've never been to either, and tennis when it's on TV, it's one of those where I'm like, man, the shape you've got to be in.
The crowd when this was the last time he
This
won a
is
big event.
so insane. Look at this crowd.
They
Yeah,
just
this
started
is
chasing
stressful.
him down Augusta.
Look how many people that is.
And he's got to keep it together. I think he had pretty much had it like wrapped up by now, but you still have to make the last 2 shots. you can easily fuck those up.
Dude, there's so many people. That's so ridiculous.
What do you think of his dad? I mean, it is a weird way to raise a child.
I'm not really familiar with exactly what happened.
His dad just turned him into Tiger Woods. I mean, this is like, it's almost like a superhero origin story. I mean, you don't have if you become this, you don't have a good childhood.
Yeah, and you probably also didn't have a choice.
No way.
Yeah, but that's the question. I mean,
Is it different than being a stage mom?
It's a good question. It's a good question. Like, how much is too much, right?
I mean, look at this. This is kind of dark.
He's 2. He has a golf club, and he's 2.
I mean,
bro, that's insane.
The doc is incredible.
That's insane.
It's on HBO, I think. It's incredible.
His form is immaculate at 2. Wow.
But that's a lot of hours. Like, Daddy, please let me watch cartoons. And he's like, fuck you. You're going to work on your swing. I mean, that's kind of sad.
There's a little bit of that for sure. Yeah, you would like someone to just gravitate towards something.
Yeah.
And then you encourage them as far as they want to go with it.
I think about it in sports a lot, too, where a guy like LeBron, who came from absolutely nothing and became LeBron, he's got a son now who, first of all, being LeBron's son can't be easy, right?
It's got to be hard.
A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
And he's a good player. It looks like he's going to make the NBA, but, like, you're not going to be LeBron. Also, it's like, okay, you have every advantage. You grew up in an incredible home. You have trainers around the clock versus a guy who's, like, hungry as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting study if you had 2 guys with those talents, and it's like almost like a fucking trading places type thing, maybe I'm thinking. Like, you put them, okay, which is better?
The hungry guy.
I agree.
Hungry guy with good genetics wins every time.
Yeah. Because he needs it.
Yeah. It's a different mindset. So it's got to be very difficult to engage in something like combat sports or pro football. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's got to be very difficult to do that if you come from a really comfortable environment.
Yeah.
You know, because you're just not going to have that certain level of anger necessary to get the job done.
And then in a combat sport, as you said, you need to shut that anger off at some point. And that's got it. Same with football. That's a violent game, man. Watching the Super Bowl, how many people on the 49ers, I was like, this is like fucking war.
Yeah.
The people were just carried off on stretchers. It felt like I was watching MASH, you know? It was like, it was rough.
You don't see a lot of rich people's sons going into that line of work.
Well, Bill Laimbeer on the Bad Boy Pistons came from privilege, but then Isaiah Thomas, he's their general, and he came from the worst fucking part of Chicago.
Yeah.
But that's kind of an interesting blend, you know?
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, I could see how they could compete in some sports,